Our next trade, China is a major topic on investors' minds, and many are divided. In Steve Cortez's new book, 6 Contrarian Investment Strategies You Should Follow Against the Herd. If you know Cortez or you've listened to him on this program, you certainly know that is apropos to describe his way of thinking. You are against the herd and not afraid to be so.
That's right, Scott. And sometimes it's profitable to bet against the herd. And the herd right now is still very much stipulating that China might actually rescue the global economy. And my first chapter in the book, and to me the most important, I stipulate exactly the opposite, that China is the greatest risk to the global economy right now. One of the reasons, central planning precludes, in my view, real creativity. What China has done so far is exploit a wage advantage through cut and paste manufacturing. It has not moved up the value chain of innovation. As an example, it's now the largest auto producer in the world, yet China is negligible when it comes to auto innovation. One of the other reasons, too, look, the Chinese are smart people. Why are they not innovating? I think one of the big reasons as well is that Big Brother is watching. It is very hard to be creative when you have a tyrannical, censor-oriented government. And then, as evidence of that, if we look at the United States versus China, the United States has won 333 Nobel Prizes all time. China has won 2, both of them being for peace. The first winner, the Dalai Lama, is not allowed to go to the country, or at least not allowed to speak freely. The second sits in a Chinese prison. So think about the difference there in terms of creativity and innovation. You do not want to bet on China. I still believe it is the biggest risk to the global economy.
Yeah, let's get in Zach Karabell.
Yes.
Zach, you take issue with that?
Well, first of all, I do want to congratulate Steve on being extremely eloquent in his absolute bashing of the Chinese model. I would say, look, you could have said a lot of the same things about the United States in the 1890s. I know that's going back a little bit further than the fast money crowd tends to think about.
But you've been positive on China, Zach, certainly not nearly as negative as somebody like Cortez has been.
Look, I think bottom line, they've got the money. And with $3.5 trillion of assets, you have to do an awful lot wrong in order to mess up in this world. And they are certainly capable of...
Zach, I think they are doing enough wrong, but also I would doubt that transparency is such a problem there. Do they truly have $3.5 trillion if we actually netted it with local governments, with an opaque banking system?
I mean, Steve, a lot of that's our figures. So, meaning it's that money that they have, having lent to the U.S. Treasury and bought internationally, I think is going to be a ballast for quite a while.
Zach, you give way too much credit.